How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another first impressions video, and today we have the Olamic Wayfarer 247 in the Sheep's Cliff blade. M390 is the steel, titanium all around. Even the hardware is titanium anodized areas as the floating spacer, and the clip with the, I think it's a ceramic bowl, and the frame on the pivot, on the central pivot. It's just, you know, that looks really nice and elegant. I'm a more sober kind of guy, so I would have preferred just a plain and simple titanium without anodizing this part. I would have just left the small touches or small details, like perhaps the back spacer and the frame on both sides, and of course even the hardware. That's a nice little touch, but that's just a preference. Now, what can we say about before that? Let's go to specs, because the professor has a tendency to, you know, talk and go get ahead of himself and start talking about the blade and not give out the specs. So it's 8 1/4, around 8 1/4 inches long. The blade, it's almost just the edge, the cutting edge is a hair over 3.5 inches, and the blade length is where's my, right here where the handle ends is at 3.5 inches of length. Let's weight this very nice blade. It comes in at 139 grams, but you want to now know ounces, right? 4.91 ounces. Okay, I hope you can see. There we go. Yes, you can. Let's check out the stock thickness. Let's do this in inches. So stock thickness is 130 thou. Behind the edge, about 30 thou, right there, 20 thou. Yep, 20 thousandths behind the edge. I think might just be just a hair over, but this doesn't detect it. Let's go to our comparisons. We have a Sharpie, the US quarter, the Victorinox Huntsman, gotta check that everything comes in is centered in the camera. The rat number 1 and the rat number 2. And so, as you can see, it's right between the 1 and the 2, the rat 1 and the rat number 2, making this kind of a medium size folder. I would consider the rat 1 a full size folder. Of course, there are bigger and all, but just using these examples. And I think it makes it a very, very nice size. I will continue to explain. The cutting edge is just compared to the knife, it's very nice. I mean, it's long, a long cutting surface, as you can see there. Just in cutting surface, is longer, a quarter of an inch longer than the Rat 1. Now let's see, we have the Benchmade bug out and the Spyderco Pm2. And so it's closer in size to the Pm2, as you can see, but again just a bit shorter. And again, the blade, the cutting edge is just longer. So, you know, as a cutting tool, it's pretty remarkable to have a blade length like that in this size of knife. It's not that common. It's not too often we get something like that. And here I'm carrying today my EDC is the CT0640, which I love. There we go. You can see again it's a bit shorter, but the cutting edge is almost the same. And you know, the 640, it's let me see, I can't see right there, let me just, there it is. It's just 2 hairs longer, the 640. So I think the balance on this blade is just very nice. It's just right there. And ergos, my hand, I use extra large gloves, depending large or extra large, and my hand just locks in there. You know, it's a bit crowded because the way this arch is made, it pulls in the fingers, but not in a uncomfortable way. Now there are many reviews out there, many wonderful reviews out there. This may seem like a outdated video or a review, but I think you know, the more I think about it, we also need to keep on watching new material, new reviews, updated reviews. And so not to say anything wrong with other reviews at all, but just up to date, right? Are they still making the same hardware? No, they changed from proprietary hardware to a more common hardware so that we can take it apart. And that's a good point for Olamic. Now, I usually hate guards, and this is the first time I feel a guard is made right. It's not bothersome, it doesn't create hot spots because there's no traction, there's no jimping on it, and it just helps to lock in the index and not feel uncomfortable at all. So this is a first for me to think, well, yeah, I still don't like guards, but this one is very well made. I do love this, the blade shape, the tip. I so enjoy this diamond shape tips, and the swedge on it, how it comes almost to half of the blade full length, and then it reduces into this swedge, and then it swells up again just at the tip and reduces. So it's hard, perhaps it's hard to see on video, but once you have it in hand or try it out, it's just very, very nice. Also, it runs on ceramic. Ceramic. Are they ceramic bearings? I think so. And it's titanium, like I said. I don't know if I said it, but it's titanium all around. The backspacer, the floating backspacer, the hardware is titanium as well. The clip, M390, just a very, very nice blade. The detent it has a strong detent that you have to go over so that you can close the knife. Otherwise, it just, see, it goes back to wanting to open. But that's, well, doesn't bother me at all. How does this carry? I keep on forgetting this part. But anyways, here we go. That's the portability, how it carries. And I've never mind a deep carry or discreet, or I just enjoy the knife however it carries, but for some people that's important. So there you have it. This is the Olamic Wayfarer 247. One detail that I do not like, and that would be the thickness on the blade. At some point, these blades have been compared and to perhaps take the place of the Strider or the Hinder or the Sebenza in the Holy Trinity of knives. And in quality, you know, it's not, I can't say it's far apart from, at least from Strider or Hinder, but I do think that the thickness, I would like this blade to be thinner, you know. I know I measured at 20,000. I would love this to be at least 18,000, 15,000. So it would be a better cutter. Not that it isn't, but that's just I think a point of view that I had to mention. It is a pretty good knife. It's not cheap, but it is a model that comes in various presentations, with speed holes, without anodization, and well, with the works. So that's something I really enjoy of this company. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Professor EDC out.